Hello everyone, this is Yoko. On this channel, I feel that information about what is happening in China is often not correctly conveyed to countries other than China, so I will be disseminating the information I have gathered in English. I'm getting information from multiple media, so I'd be happy if you could comment on the content of the video. Also, my native language is not English, so I use an AI speaker to create the voice to convey the information correctly. If you like it, please subscribe to the channel and support us. In China today, people are worried about the aging of buildings, so I would like to introduce it. China has a lot of real estate, but if you live for a long time, it will become dilapidated. There are many buildings in China that are 20 or 30 years old. Over the years, many problems have arisen in the building. For example, there are cracks in the walls, a leak in the rain, problems with the electrical system, and many other problems, so the building needs to be repaired. Since urban areas in China are mostly collective housing, a large sum of money is required for repairs. Where does the repair cost come from? In the case of a relatively new building, the repair cost is set aside. There is a system for setting aside money for future repairs at the timing when real estate developers build buildings and register them, but that system was established about 10 years ago. That means that now in China, the money for repairs is not pooled for buildings that are aging and need to be repaired. Older buildings need repairs. If repairs are needed, one idea is for the government to pay for the repairs, but China cannot afford to do so at present. It's a story that the local government will pay, but as I told you in a previous video, the local government in China has no money due to deficit management. If a new building repair problem comes up, it's going to be a big deal. If local governments were to provide money, they would have to raise taxes. Since the government can't pay for it, the idea is for people living in collective housing to pool their money for repairs. In addition, there is an idea to compensate for part of the money received when the government leases the land to the developer who develops the building and use it for the repair of the building. This is practically the same as tax being taken from the person living in the building. The government will repair the building, but either the tax revenue will be collected for the repair, or everyone will pool the money for the repair. You will have to pay more money. Although the way of expression is different, it means that there is an idea to solve the problem of building repairs in a way that is not tax-free. From the point of view of the Communist Party government, it would be better to create a new system for saving money rather than taking it with taxes. When it comes to creating a new money pooling system, it will be necessary to have an organization to manage the money, and people to audit and supervise the collected money. It creates new communist interests. The Communist Party is a bureaucratic organization, so they want to create as many bureaucratic interests as possible. With the method of collecting taxes, we will have to deal with the existing government office and personnel, but if we create a new method of collecting and pooling money, we will need Communist Party executives to manage that organization. By doing so, it is possible to create a large concession, so it is better to create a new system than to divert the existing system. And once such an organization is established, it is difficult to eliminate it. As a result, the number of people who manage and supervise will increase in large numbers, which will result in less efficiency and an increase in the burden on the paying side. The words sound better than a tax increase, but the burden on the paying side is heavier than a tax increase. What's interesting is that when the economy of the whole country slows down, this kind of movement becomes more active. Currently in China, local finances are extremely tight, and the salaries of civil servants are being cut. The situation is tough, so Chinese public officials are thinking about how to increase their interests. It means that you will make up for the reduced salary. For example, government offices create industry groups. Create a meeting for the police to exchange information. We go around companies asking them to join us and collect membership fees from them. In China today, such money collecting activities are becoming very popular. On the other hand, the main business is neglected. So, for example, the police are so desperate to collect money that they neglect to expose crimes. While the police are busy collecting money, the economic downturn has led to more unemployment and more crime. It is said that the security situation in China will deteriorate in the future, but more than that, the government is trying to create a lot of systems for making money, and the burden on ordinary companies and private citizens is increasing. When the economy slumps, the Communist Party, civil servants, and ordinary people don't all stagnate. People who used to feel good about themselves don't want to lower their standard of living, so they try to extort money in various ways. Such things have already started in China now, And we have entered a stage where people with no power are taken for granted. That's all for now. See you next time.